This is We the People News. This video again. Should you or should you not protect yourself and your property by any means necessary? Alright, this is the news, and I'm just doing this as news. Alrighty, using my First Amendment. Okay, well, let's just check out the video and see what you guys think.
Now at 11. When a Boca Raton man thought a burglar was on his property, he grabbed his pistol and ran after him. But there was no burglar. There was a police officer on patrol, and the man was arrested.
Was that homeowner protecting his family and property, or did he go too far? Contact 5 investigator Dave Bowman's here with a story you'll see only on News Channel 5. Dave?
Kelly, Michael, during that early morning incident, police accused homeowner Richard Townsend of pointing a gun at the officer and charged him with aggravated assault. But he was never prosecuted. And now Townsend is suing the city of Boca Raton and the arresting officer, claiming he never should have been arrested in the first place.
Because there was one stolen from the house, 2 houses down there. There was another stolen from the driveway directly across from my house.
Last year, Richard Townsend called his neighborhood dangerous. Contact 5 looked at a crime reporting database and found car thieves stole 5 cars within 3/10 of a mile from his home in little more than a year.
They've also broken in and stolen items and things out of the cars.
On May 16, 2020, just after 3 a.m., Townsend thought a crook targeted his home.
Well, our security cameras went off, saying that there was a person in the driveway. We had seen on our cameras that somebody was looking in my car and also my neighbor's car.
It was not a thief. It was Boca Raton police officer Adam Keniston, who walked to the passenger side.
Okay, now the question is, why is an officer trespassing upon your property and checking to see if the door is locked without your consent? Where's the warrant? Now, I understand the officer may be just going in the neighborhood checking because the crime is up there. However, that's what they call patrol. Drive around the neighborhood and just kind of see what's going on. But to get out of your car and walking up on people's property and checking about the doors locked. Look, y'all, it's on my property. And if I want my doors locked, I'll lock them. If I don't want them locked, I won't lock them. But either way it goes, if a criminal wants to get in my car, they'll break the window. And that's just more expense that I would have to pay. So it just depends on the circumstances and all that. And really, just and truly, you should not leave valuables in your car in the first place, y'all. That's just common knowledge.
To Townsend's pickup truck with a flashlight.
You had no way to tell it was a police officer.
911, you have an emergency.
Townsend had his wife call 911.
He's also been trying to grab the door of the car.
Townsend put on his jeans, grabbed his pistol, and charged out of his home shirtless. He saw a man in dark clothes step into a black SUV.
I screamed to the individual. He ignores me, and he jumps in an SUV and drives away.
It was Officer Keniston who turned around his unmarked police cruiser and returned with other officers to confront Townsend.
Put your hands on the back of your head and unlock your fingers.
Yes, sir.
Police arrested Townsend as Keniston claimed he pointed his pistol at the officer.
He claimed he saw me point a gun at him. How? It's dark out.
Police brought Townsend to jail, where he spent 2 days.
What's going to happen with my family? What's going to happen with my, my reputation, my career?
3 weeks after posting bond, the Palm Beach County State Attorney's Office chose not to prosecute because there was not enough evidence to prove the crime.
That I would like a handwritten apology from the officer and an explanation of why he was in my property at 3 in the morning looking at my vehicles.
Townsend said he never got either, so his lawyer filed suit against the city of Boca Raton.
That's like asking a criminal to apologize for breaking in your house. Okay? I need you to give me an apology letter. Okay? I understand there's mixed feelings about cops out there. But cops are instanced by all the Supreme Court's opinions. Terry versus Ohio, I'll start off with, is one of the main courses, gives cops criminal activity powers. It's an intrusion on your Fourth Amendment. So therefore, the Fourth Amendment is violated and cops get to act in criminal activities. It don't matter if you believe in the cops or don't believe in the cops. The fact is that the Terry versus Ohio gives authority to the cops to do criminal activities.
On claiming false arrest and sued Officer Keniston for malicious prosecution.
He created a situation that was ultra dangerous by not identifying himself. Someone thinking he's a guy dressed in black, shining flashlights into cars and in the front yard.
Attorney Val Rodriguez says there was no reason for the officer to be on his client's property.
You can use a flashlight from the road without being invasive and going on the property.
But in a response filed in court, the city attorney said the defendants deny each and every allegation and that Officer Keniston acted improper. Contact 5 also checked Officer Keniston's personnel file. It showed no citizen complaints and several positive job reviews. We showed videos of the incident to private investigator Carl Woods. Anything unusual?
Okay, so they're checking in paperwork that says 0 complaints. But, really, y'all, do they or do they not really actually throw some of these criminal complaints away after being found innocent? I don't know. You decide.
About that? No. Woods is a former Palm Beach Gardens police officer.
This officer is just seeing random cars in the neighborhood where they're sensitive to crime, and they're making sure that these people's cars are locked.
Townsend has a concealed carry license, but Woods says he never should have left his home, especially...
Okay. So, the officer is just going around trespassing upon your property, and if that door handle happens to be unlocked, it's okay to break into your car.
After his wife dialed 911.
You would probably have multiple officers on the scene within 3 minutes or less. So you don't really want to go out there and put yourselves in harm's way.
But they're not doing their job if the cars keep getting stolen.
Richard Townsend insists he never should have been charged. Do you regret getting your gun and going down and downstairs?
No, I'd do it again.
No date has been...
No, I would do it again. That right there is a true patriot. Trespassing upon his property when cops are minutes away and protecting his neighbors. So, I have to say on my behalf, I don't know what I would do in that situation. Okay? He did trespass upon my property. I would probably go up to my property line and see if I can get a good visual with my armed, just in case something backfires on me. But me chasing them down the road, I probably wouldn't do it. However, do I think it's lawful for the guy to do it? Yes. He trespassed, he tried breaking into my house, and he needs to be caught and arrested. I think this ought to be to the individuals, and I think you had the freedom to do so within that guidelines, because the crime has been committed.
To try Richard Townsend's lawsuit. His attorney says litigation is important because its essence, it's about a homeowner's right to protect his property. Dave Bowman, Contact 5.
Dave, thanks.
Yeah. So there we go. I know everybody has different opinions, different ways of doing this. I'm not going to be one of them ones as the, shoot first and ask questions later. Unless you're particularly in my house. So, I've had people in my house, but I didn't really have to use my weapons. The timing of the situation was where I can go within a reasonable amount of time and go after the person that was in my house. So basically God was looking out for that guy. Alrighty. It just depends on the circumstances at that time for me. He didn't feel good. Alright. These are We the People News. Bye, y'all. You decide what the situation is.